Okay, what's up everybody? This is another trade recap. I will be recapping Friday's trade, which was 2 days ago. I forgot to make the video. Let me think. Yeah, I forgot to drop the video. I didn't make one. So let's go over this trade and then I will show you guys two entries possible on this trade for every single person saying these markets are untradeable. First of all, you cannot trade. Second of all, it is tradable. I mean, this week I made like, I think around 4K in profits altogether. I mean, I brought this account up to 51.3K from around 48.7. So, bro, I'm gonna do the calculations, okay? So let me do the calculations. I'm at 51,307, and then I was around 48,768, let's say. I was around hovering, like it was 1.5% until I get this account failed because maximum loss was 48K, but then it's like trailing, I guess. So now my max loss is 49.3K. So on this account, I did 2.5K in profits. I would have almost passed this challenge by this point. I would have needed to hold this Friday trade, I guess, a little more, but it's okay. So let's see the trade. This was a trade I took. This is on the 1 minute. So I'll show you guys the first strat that I entered with. This is Vito's strategy, vito.commerce on Instagram. Tap in with him if you want to learn this shit. I can drop a course, but I don't want to steal his content, basically, his strat. So I have to consult with him if I can make this video and maybe add some of my own, to see if I can add some of my own thoughts into this this whole strat, and then what worked for me and what other confluences there are to this, either other than the levels. So okay, this is basically support and resistance. I mean, you can call it support and resistance. So I've had two levels. So the first level, a level is basically just where price touches it and then either closes below or just wicks it out. So price touches a level. So, you know, I went in the 5 minutes, scrolled back a bit. So my first level was this. So boom, price tapped it. Boom, price tapped it. Boom, price tapped it here, 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 here. Price tapped it here, here. I mean, almost here, here, here as well. And then if we go back to present day, I guess. Where the fuck is it? Okay, so price touched it here to the downside. And then price touched it here again. So this 5 minute candle closed above on the 5 minutes, so that gave me confidence that this whole thing was going to go up, and then we can close this gap right here, basically, which we almost did. We closed this FEG, but we didn't get any continuation to the upside. So if you go back on the 1 minute, I'm gonna mark it open for you guys. 1530, boom, 1530. So there was indecision in the markets because of this doji candle right here that you can see. You know, wick and then a wick to the downside as well. So wick to the upside, wick to the downside, and then that wick actually wicked out this level that I had. The other level was basically the same, but you know, you can just delete it. There was no reaction off of this. I usually keep my levels, but just for the sake of this video. So we see a push above the levels. I mean, this single level. It closed above. We continued up, and then we had some retrace back into here. We wicked the level out. Next candle, we wicked it out again. So the next candle started pushing up. We had this, I entered somewhere around here. I basically button ticked it because I was really confident in this move, and that, you know, there was confirmation here. Plus we wicked this out. So if you wick it out, there's usually a good little confirmation to go higher. So my target was this high right here. Don't ask me why. I usually trade until highs or something like that. or liquidity. And then my second aim was actually 50% mark of this FEG, but I didn't hold the position any longer. I took my profits, but then if you check, I would have never even got into drawdown, like the whole trade. I wouldn't have had any drawdown, zero drawdown. Yeah, I'll make it a bit shorter like this. So, you know, I targeted these highs. This trade took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So a 5-minute trade. Okay, so this is the levels chat first. And then the other confluences that actually helped me was this 5-minute gap right here, which formed actually right here, as you can see. Plus, I mean, you could have marked this out. This is a really small gap, but yeah, don't take that into account. And then there was also a 1-minute gap right here, which got invalidated. So there's this 1-minute gap. It got invalidated 3 minutes after market open. So let's say you entered on top here, you would have gotten into a little drawdown. So I'll draw this position up. You know, this close right here, boom. Maybe you waited for a retrace. You entered like somewhere around here, I guess. Let's just say that, and you had it maybe below liquidity. No, that's my own pause. So under liquidity, and then you aimed for 50% mark of this. You would have gotten a 1R trade, but it would have hit. So just off of ICT concept, your trade would have hit. Boom. It would have taken you around, let's say like 3 hours. You would have got into drawdown only for like a few $100s, which is not that bad. Your stop would have never got hit, not even close to it. You also could have targeted like the whole top of this FEG. Where is it? Like here. And then maybe you would have gotten edged, but yeah. So this is Friday's trade recap. Tomorrow is Memorial Day for the US people, so US bank holiday. No trades that day, and then I'll see you guys again in the next one. Peace out.